Alright guys, welcome back. Today, as promised, I'm going to be making some deer bone broth. We shot a couple deer this year, so we have a lot of bones. I've already separated them, cleaned them, cut them into small pieces. All the good sized bones I broke in half just so it exposes the marrow. So what I did with these ones here is I coated them in olive oil and I just put them in a pan here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick them in the oven and let them bake for a good while until they're nice and crispy brown, and then we'll get on with the rest of the process. Stay tuned. Alright, so the bones are nice and crispy. Got the water heated up just because it takes so long to get boiling, so I'm going to put all these in here. Alright, so we're going to put the lid on and let that simmer for the next 12-15 hours. Takes quite a while, but you can't rush something awesome. So here we go. See you guys tomorrow. So as you're cooking this, you'll see some foam and stuff from the fat come up on the top. You just want to scoop that off because that stuff tastes pretty nasty. So we'll get rid of all that as it boils every now and then. Alright, welcome back. So it's been well over 8 hours now. I'm actually into the next day. We had to give that a little break for a while because it was gone. So now our next part of the process, we have our fresh vegetables here and our herbs. We're going to put these in here to give it a little bit of flavor. The water's went down quite a bit, so it's nice and concentrated now. So what we have here, we have some fresh parsley. I'm just going to toss that in there. We have our parsley. Good bunch of it there. A couple whole onions and some carrots. Just cut into big chunks. You don't want too small chunks because we're gonna have to filter this all out later. So we're gonna let that simmer in there for another 2 hours, and that should be pretty close to getting there. So stay tuned. We'll see you guys in a bit. Oh, and I almost forgot the garlic. We gotta have that in there. Alright guys, this is smelling absolutely fantastic. We've been about 2 hours simmering with the vegetables and the herbs in there. What we're going to do now, we're going to start taking all the big pieces out of here and get this ready for the next step. Alright, so heat's off. We're just going to start taking all these big old chunks out of here. And these have done their job. A little time consuming, this part, but all worth it. Alright, so now that we got the big chunks out of here, we're just going to let this cool. And what this does when you put it in the fridge, it's going to actually, all the fat's going to harden on the top, and it'll be easy to remove all that fat that's come to the top. And then we're going to run this through the strainer. Alright, so here we have ourselves a couple smaller bowls. And I like to use smaller bowls because then it's easier to pour into the jars after. So I'm just going to put this through these strainers. We'll go from there. Start with this one. Some people actually like to use cheesecloth after they strain this, but if you really want to get all the fine particulate out, you can do that. But this works just fine for me. Alright, so here's all the remaining goodness strained out, and actually it's still a little hot, so I'm going to put that in the fridge and let that fat separate a little bit more before I'm going to pour these. Alright, so we're just pulling our broth out, and you'll see all the fat is separated on the top. So we're just going to scoop that out of there and pour this into our jars. So there you have it in a jar, and you want to leave a little bit headspace in there if you're freezing these. Yeah, so that's about it. And there you have it. Quite a few jars of bone broth. And these are ready to go. Hope you guys enjoyed that. These are going to be great cold day sitting in the ice hut. Or maybe when you're just feeling a little under the weather. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Hopefully we'll be out on the water next time. See you later.